Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Cami, and I am part of Team Harmony. And I'm here this evening with my friend Tracy and my friend Jeff and Joyce, and a whole gang's here. Well, some of our gang. And so we're very thrilled that you came because we're here to share this amazing technology with you. Um, this has changed my life, and it's an honor and a pleasure to share this with people because it is pretty revolutionary. You probably haven't heard about something like this before, and it's so easy. So easy. So I'm looking forward to sharing more information about this with you. We're all here to answer your questions. We're going to give you a basic understanding of what this technology is and how it might be used to improve your life. And then I want you at the end of this call to contact the person who invited you here and let them know your questions. If we don't answer your questions on this call, I want you to get back to that person and make sure that they answer your questions, and so that you're making an informed decision about this. So that's my big ask. That's your homework for this. So I have a slide presentation I'm going to share with you, and I'm just going to share my screen. I'm out enjoying my beautiful backyard right now. Can't get enough of this gorgeous weather. So I don't know what it's like where you are, but can't beat summertime in the Great Northwest. So what we're talking about this evening is phototherapy. That means we're making change. Photo means light, and therapy, we're making some sort of therapeutic use of light. And so we're talking about helping your cells, giving them a signal with light to increase your energy, enhance your focus, boost your performance. And I'll give you a little bit of an idea of how they work in a second. But the concept of using light is not new. It's been around for a long time, but these geniuses both talked about the idea of frequency as medicine and the idea of the doctors of the future will give no pills, but focus on the cause and prevention of disease. Boy, what a noble, wonderful idea. I wish there were more of us around that did that. The future of medicine is not just about treating illness, it is about unlocking the body's innate. Innate means you were designed with it, you were born with that ability to heal. So let's talk about that. But first, I want to let you know that we are not doctors and we are not your doctors. So we are required to share this information as informational, for informational purposes only. We're sharing you stories of people and their results, and we're showing you how to get that more information. We're not going to be diagnosing, treating, or claiming to cure any medical conditions. So, practitioners have been using light as therapy for years. So, here's some ways that some you may recognize, some you may not, but infrared saunas, that's hot on my list for the healing properties. So, here's the problem. As we're born, we have a ton of stem cells. Brand new baby coming out of the womb has a lot of stem cells. They are those types of cells that can become anything that your body needs. And then as we age, due to toxins and trauma and lack of nutrition and different things, we have our stem cell activity declines. So by the time we're 60, less than 10% of our stem cells are active. And it's just a downhill slide from there. So if we had a secret, if we had a way of keeping those stem cells active or reactivating the cells that have gone dormant, would you like that? That's what we're talking about this evening. So, what we're talking about is wearable light technology. We're using our own body light, and it will help you look and feel young again. Um, it's patented, it's wearable, and it's so easy. You're going to elevate, activate, and regenerate your cells to a new level. So I had trouble with this video. Optimize for video sharing. Okay, friends and family video. Nope, that's mine. All right, well, friends, it's not going to cooperate. So it's a very nice video explaining how the patches, when you put them on your body, your low level infrared light that we emit goes into the patches, and they reflect a frequency back to your body that your body sees and recognizes, and then makes different peptides. Every patch does something different, but we mainly talk about that X39 because of its ability to help us make that copper peptide. And that copper peptide, when it's present in our bodies, tells our bodies to release pluripotent stem cells. So, this company and this technology has been around for over 20 years. And it started as something created for the Navy SEALs to help them have energy naturally, but then it shifted into the athletic world, and it's been in the athletic world ever since. You see Michael Phelps there when he won those 8 Olympic gold medals. They looked at those patches on his body and they were like, what is he wearing? He must be doping. What is that? And it was called into question. And of course, there's nothing, no drugs, no nothing going in the body. He was able to keep his gold medals. And it's been in the athletic world ever since. In 2019 is when we came out with the X39. And that is the Mac Daddy of them all. That is the one that you want in your body. Or the one that you want on your body, because that one helps your body do all of these things. So by activating your own repair cells, these are things that are notable, and different people have different experiences, but these are amazing benefits. So, if you would like to learn more, we're working on our own website, and it's amazing. This website is from our greater team called Team Evolve, and this is an amazing website with tons of information. It's called startx39now.com. And I highly recommend that you write that down, make a note of it on your phone, and refer to it often. It is a great website for you to gain more information about what this is. Like I said at the beginning, I want you to get your questions answered enough to make an informed decision, but just know that there's this 30-day money back guarantee. So you have time to do more research and things, but by all means, this is a pretty amazing technology. On that website, startx39now.com, There's one of my favorite sections is this, and I refer to it often for the people who want to know, okay, what's the science behind this? How can you make those claims? How can you say that that these patches do what they do? And this is where I point to them. I say, look, here's the patents. The patents prove that the patches do what we say they do. And then, like in the case of X39, it the patent proves that it um, raises your levels of copper peptide in your blood. Okay, cool. What does copper peptide do? There's over 50 years of research about what copper peptides do when they are elevated in your body, whether it's, so that's where we go to PubMed and go to these other websites. It's been studied for a really long time. So here's a study that was done with X39. Over a period of 6 weeks, the participants who were in this study had their cardiovascular biomarkers measured at the beginning and then at the end of the 6 weeks. At the end of the 6 weeks, the average of the participants reverse aged cardiovascularly by 8 weeks. So it was a measurable positive difference in 6 weeks. Did they feel different? Probably not all of them. But here's another study in 6 weeks. This is one example of, I believe it was about 15 people studied during COVID when they did this study. I just read the 36 pages of this brain health study, and the general conclusion is that wearing the patches for 6 weeks has positive benefits on your brain, as seen by this thermography on this one example of this 77-year-old woman. You can see her at the beginning, before patching, that she had a very hot brain. 3 weeks in, the brain kind of counterbalanced and went a little cold, and that was pretty common for many of the people. And then it went to a beautifully balanced brain, and by the end of the 6 weeks. So that means there's more cognition, there's a good blood flow in the brain. That means positive results for people. The X39 most people note that they get better energy during the day, but also when you take it off, you'll get better sleep at night. And then also we have a couple of other what we call support patches, and Jeff will tell you a little bit more about a couple of these patches. We have lots of support patches, so we don't tell everybody everything on these beginning info nights, but Alavita and Silent Nights both have a way of raising your own melatonin. Again, it's by light. And when we sleep, we heal, we regenerate, we detox, we repair. So getting great sleep is super important for your body. I don't like this slide. But I do like it for the fact that we have hope with this technology. We have hope of adding light to help our body make positive changes. And I want as many of those healthy master cells in my body as possible. And that's what this technology helps you with. I want to tell you a quick story about my friend Marcy here. Yes, those 3 pictures are the same person, and she looks even better now in 2025. But when these patches were referred to her in 2019, she had been through chemo, radiation, a double mastectomy, and the only reason she had hair in this picture, she said, is because she had been doing cold cap therapy so that her body was able to keep her hair. But she felt terrible. She thought she was free of that stuff, but then she got a nasty reoccurrence, and it came back with a vengeance. And she did not want to go through all of those traditional routes again. And her naturopathic doctor friend heard about this technology and gave her 10 of them. She said, Marcy, I've heard really great things about these. They're new, they're brand new. Um, you know, try them. Here's 10. And Marcy looks at these things and goes, I'm dying and you're giving me band-aids. Great. But her friend made a really good point. She's like, what have you got to lose? And Marcy's like, okay, so she tries them. In the first couple of days, Marcy detoxed out of her mouth. She tasted heavy metals of chemo. So she knew they were doing something. And then her skin started detoxing. She said it was awful. But she felt different. She felt like things were starting to get better. And by the end of the 10 days, she could not stop touching her skin. She felt more hope than she'd ever felt before. And she's like, we have to tell the world about this. And as you see in 2023 there, that's a picture of her cancer-free. So she had an amazing journey, and she's off to tell the world about this technology. And she has done a pretty good job so far because we wouldn't be here without her. Um, Taking the risk of sharing this with her friends and family. So here's more. We can go deep on how this is different than age reversal. Age reversal just kind of stops and presses pause on where you are, but aging is been told to us that it's inevitable, but we're understanding the cells in a whole new way and able to give our cells better health than ever before. So you can see some regeneration happening here. You can see some people probably getting out of pain. You can see some skin regenerating and repair. I have to say that is one of the amazing benefits that I have received with using these, along with boosting my immune system during one of the most stressful seasons of my life. And you can see just before and afters here. And I just noticed fewer varicose veins on my legs. This in 6 months is pretty incredible. And I am not shy about the sun either. I think the sunlight was made for us and is good for us, and pretty cool. Copper peptides are amazing for us and our skin. And helping someone here, this guy had vitiligo. I have helped people with some autoimmune skin conditions. My daughter had eczema. Um, we've had another person on here with another result that she was been getting for another skin disorder. So many good things, but don't leave your furry friends out. I usually recommend that if you have an animal, please save your used patches and put them on your furry friend. They work both ways. In case you didn't know that, they work shiny side towards the skin. So you could literally use a little bit of Scotch tape and tape it to your dog's collar, the inside of your dog's collar, and the shiny side towards the dog's fur would help. And they go 3 inches deep. So that light signal that your body is sending to the patch and the patch is reflecting back goes 3 inches deep. So now I would love to pause and have my friend Liz, oops, I went too far, have my friend Liz share her results that she's been getting on this with this technology. Liz, where are you? There
I'm
you
here.
are.
I was just eating.
Ah,
So, I don't know the exact date Bill started his because he started about 3 weeks before I did. But the biggest thing for him is he wakes up in a much better mood now every morning. It's wonderful. He has arthritis in a foot. It hasn't made it go completely away, but it is manageable and very noticeably manageable. He can wear some shoes that he couldn't wear. Um, one of my girls is constantly twisting her ankle and stuff, and her ankle seems to be getting stronger. She's not having so many problems, but when she has, we put the ice wave on, and of course she has the other patch, the other two patches, and she just feels better, and she's not as tired. So for me, also for Bill, uh, he does not have as many wrinkles.
wow.
I don't know about me. I think I still do, but he does not, and he's very religious about doing what he's supposed to do and wearing the patches in the right place. Um, so he has X39. He started the X49. He's the glucina I had, he didn't realize that, so we've started that
Oh, good.
for his skin, and he said it feels better. It's only been maybe a week, but it feels better and it looks better. Um, let's see, what's the other one he used? Oh, we both have Alavita and
Hmm.
Eon. So that's what we've been doing, and that's our results.
Fantastic. That's really, really cool. I love he doesn't have as many wrinkles. You know, when I first patched him, um, the when people are in pain, it shows. It shows in their
Mm,
demeanor, it shows in their energy level, it shows on their face, but it also shows in their wrinkles. So these patches work both with boosting your collagen, but they also help with pain and regeneration and repair so that you feel better. So you hold your face differently when you feel better.
yeah,
So that's super cool. Thank you
but
so much, Liz.
he definitely has
Go
more
right back here.
energy.
Lay down here. Come
Say
on.
that again. We've got somebody.
Oh, anyway, he also has a lot more energy than he used to have.
Mm-hmm.
He likes that. So,
That's awesome.
mm,
That's really, really cool. Well, thank you so much, Liz. I appreciate that. Thanks for sharing. All right. Well, we will go back and share some more. Okay. All right. Back in business. All right, Jeff, are you ready to share, to tell people how they can get their hands on this technology? All right. You're muted, sir. So we're going to unmute you. There you
Okay,
go.
so before I do that, I want to just kind of fly through something really, really quick. There's this rage for everybody to get stem cell injections. I just want to run through some of the stuff that I've researched in the last couple of months. Type of stem cell injections. The average cost for orthopedic knees, hips, spine, $5,000 to $10,000 per injection. Cosmetic or facial rejuvenation, hair restoration, $3,000 to $7,000 per injection. Systemic conditions like autoimmune diseases, MS, $15,000 to $30,000. Experimental cancer treatments, $20,000 all the way up to $100,000. I did that because I've got several patches here that I purchased on a wholesale basis, or you can't see those, or you really can't see those. Uh, Far less than any of these costs. And what I want to share
It's
with you
fine. I didn't know if you guys were sleeping, so I was fine. I didn't need to come in. I'm just gonna go potty and go back.
one of the things that I want to tell you about is, let's say, for example, if you get the X39 patch as a retail customer, preferred customer. How there's different ways that you can order the patches, and I would encourage you to get with the person who introduced you to this whole conversation to kind of find out a little bit more about that. But I'm always trying to encourage the people that I have signed up to go wholesale. And I'll give you an example. The wholesale price for just the X39 patch, and you get 30-day supply, is $149 plus tax plus shipping. If you're a wholesale member and you're purchasing from a wholesale plan, that goes down to $99. And then the supportive patches are even less than that. So I'm always using X39 every single day. I put one on the back of my neck, maybe some other area. Depends on how many patches I'm wearing. And then I'm always wearing a supportive patch. Currently, I'm wearing Alavita. And the reason I'm doing that is I had to take these pills right here because of a prostate issue that I have, uh, which helped me go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Well, I bought this book. You can't see it because I've got everything blurred out. Oh, here it is. I purchased this book, and you can purchase this online. It's Jen O'Sullivan puts this out. You can contact anybody or me to figure out how to do it. And it said to put the Alavita patch on my temple when I go to bed. And I've been doing that. And I don't take this medication anymore. I think my prostate is shrinking and I'm not having these problems anymore. Plus, my hair is growing back because of the X39. So I'm all about purchasing the patches. Learn how many different ways you can do that. We try to customize different kits for people that are interested in doing the patches. You can get the Eon, you can get the Ice Wave, the Alavita. All of these things are wholesale or retail. It depends on what you want to do. I'm talking to a gentleman right now. He spends over $1,000 a month for medication. And I'm not here to heal anybody. I'm here to introduce information. But I know so many people in the last 5 months of my life who are benefiting from using these patches, buying the various kits, or becoming just a retail customer and buying one patch a month. So I would encourage you to get with the person that you introduce you all of this and go through that whole process. Um, you can get a core package, an advanced package, or a premium package. Most of the couples that I've introduced this product to are using the advanced package. It seems like a lot of money to a lot of people, but sure beats $1,000 a month for one person. And we can buy patches, purchase patches for husband and wife, your son and daughter, whoever needs the help that these patches offer. A lot of my people that I've introduced just get the core package, and with that, you get a series of patches. I always tell people to get the X39. I always tell people to follow up with the Eon because those two really work well together. But again, there's a host of these products, and the reason there's so many of them is because we're dealing with your body, almost kind of like pressure points or your meridians or even Chinese medicine acupuncture. These patches are going into those locations to stimulate your stem cells and to get your copper peptide, all these different things at our age to restart again and to start fixing a lot of the stuff that goes wrong in your bodies. I drink the Cellularize. I've got, I didn't drink it this morning. I put it in the refrigerator and forgot it. It's still there. But I just got my Cellularize this week, as a matter of fact. So I'm using that as a companion to the patches. And all of these products are well represented on the various websites, on Tracy's website, on Marcy's website, and obviously you can go to um, uh, 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 lifewave.com and look at everything that offers. I strongly encourage you to look at the material, look at the technology. We have light infused water coming out. I can't wait for that to hit. It's supposed to hit in August. All of these things are part and parcel of new technology that's hopefully moving us away from side effects and a lot of the pharmaceutical products that are out there. I don't know, but I'm certainly on board with what the technology offers. And of course, Cami and Tracy are on here pretty much every Monday and Tuesday night. I'm part of the team now, so you'll see me as well. All you got to do is just click that Zoom link, get involved with the product, invite people, and learn every Monday and Tuesday night. Mondays is a little shorter. Tuesday nights, we do a deep dive on a particular subject like tonight. But I am a person who believes in alternative medicines. I believe in the new technology, and I just encourage people, excuse me, to do your own investigation and find out about LifeWave patches. They're helping me. I don't even know how they're helping me. I just know that I'm benefiting from the prostate, hair growing. I am committed to this product for a year. So what do you got to do next? Get your question answers. Get back to the person who invited you. Give X39 and EN a try for 90 days. And I really do encourage 90 days. These patches work differently with every person. Some people have instant reaction to them, and some people not so much. But who knows what your stem cells are doing? I just know that at my age, a lot of them aren't doing anything. This changes that scenario. So get a hold of the person who invited you and find out as much as you can about this new technology. Share the gift of health. Rewards are priceless. Due to the FDA regulations, you can't find this stuff in the store. I can't advertise it. But trust you, I've helped a lot of people, and since I've been doing this in March, and I've gotten paid actually. I'm getting paid to introduce a new technology that's helping people. I pretty much have recovered every investment that I've made in this because of the rewards the company offers when you share the material and the technology. So it's fastest growing direct marketing company in the world, and I'm just really, really happy to be here. If you want additional income, I'm making money in addition to what my day job is. So that's kind of my spiel on all of this. And you'll see a lot more of me. So get the X39, give it a shot for the next 90 days. And we're glad to have you here tonight. That's it for me. I'm done.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Great job, Jeff.
Wonderful job, Jeff and
Yeah.
Thank
Cami.
you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, do we have any guests here on the call? If you noticed my my text, welcome to the patching party. If you're new to the call, you can put your first name and last name in the chat and be entered to win. Do we have any guests on the call? Sometimes we have names that I don't recognize, but doesn't mean that they're guests. So cool. Okay. Going once, going twice. All right, friends. Well, thank you so much. I'm gonna
And do we have any questions? Anything we
going
can
to
answer?
add.
We're so glad you joined us, and we're going to go ahead and stop recording, and we hope to see you again next Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. And we're going to real quickly here start a new recording and go into our deep dive.